Hello everyone, welcome back to Mage Knight. One advantage of a run or a game that went very quickly is I have time to do another one. I was not expecting that today. I'm just going to try again on the same difficulty settings. Thrilling and Heroic Volkare. A real challenge. I feel like the last game we did not loot... Oops, I missed Volkare's return. It was not Volkare's race level that lost us the game. Like, where the hell is Volkare's return? Hello? It's in here somewhere. There it is. It was not the race level that lost us the game. It contributed, obviously. He got to the city faster than he would have, and he had higher stuff, and we would have been in bad shape anyway. But, like, the reason that the proximate reason for losing was that I kept bouncing off of stuff I was trying to do. So Heroic Thrilling. There you go. Random again. Who the hell is this? This must be Bravelar. Yeah, alright. Haven't rolled that one in a long time. What the hell is Bravelar's deal? Also, why can't I see my hand? Put me over there. Okay. This is what happens if you reuse a game, I guess. Oh, because I set myself to green last game. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I reused the lobby from the last game rather than exiting and loading back in. Funny. Okay. So one of Druidic Paths. So I have a better stamina. The move cost of one space is reduced by 1. Or the move cost of one type of terrain. Okay. So it's a stamina that moves you faster. And I don't remember what Bravelar's skills are. What's my other special starting? Oops, don't do that. I meant to hit search. What the heck? I can't see with that thing in the way. It's it's a stamina. Move 2, heal 1, or block 2. Move 4, heal 2, or block equal to the move cost of the space you are on. Fire block during the day, ice block at night. Huh. Well, it certainly is strictly better than a March. That's, I think all of the heroes' advanced cards are strictly, or basically, their specialized basic cards, I believe, are strictly better than the cards they start with, than the normal versions of those cards. Is that true? I think so. Like, you never look at them and say, oh, I wish I just had a normal promise when you have noble manners, for example. You're always happier to have, at least as happy to have promise. There's never a time when playing, or to have, noble manners. And this one is also strictly better. So it's a march that can also heal or block. Oh, whoops, this isn't in my hand, of course. Just wanted to know what kind of stuff I might have before I start making a plan. And I have been, like, I don't know. In the past many games, I've been going, like, east and south and then, like, having trouble getting north in time. Because I want to put the city, like, right here if I can, right? After he's gone way over there. I think I should just bite the bullet and, like, try to go past him sooner? Although, not right now. There's this damn dragon in the way. So you kind of have to loop around like this if you want to do that early. It's tough because that's where he's usually standing. So you take a small risk early on. I mean, Druidic Paths makes it a bit cheaper to get to this crystal mine turn 1, right? It's only 7 instead of 8. But, well, that would mean I could use Threaten to move, I guess. Alright, I'll take planning again. He's going last. That's nice. Well, I guess that means I could keep Druidic Paths, right? And maybe get more use out of it later. So this is a move 6. Oh no, right. The whole point is this plan only works because I use Druidic Paths. That's why I can do this. I can keep a stamina instead of keeping a threat this way. So this is 6, 7, and I choose to make forests cost less. So I could go this way, but I'm going to be fancy and move here for 2, 4, 7. There you go. Now, I'm not ready to fight either of these guys right this moment, but hopefully whatever I draw will help, and I get a blue crystal. A perfectly good turn. Okay, Concentrate Swiftness is not a thing I can do right now, but I do have those cards in hand. If he reused... No, he also wanted to use up green. I was hoping he might roll me a green mana. Okay. But there's white in the source, so... I can use Swiftness twice, which should be nearly as good. And I think I'll actually shoot this guy with it, because he's a bit harder to take down otherwise. This guy I don't mind taking a wound or two from. There is some argument for killing this guy more quickly, because then I can walk north sooner. But I choose to believe you'll give me enough time to kill both of these. So I challenge this guy. And I use this to gain a white token. And then I play Swiftness, Swiftness. For ranged attack 6, he's physically resistant, but I'm doing 6 damage, so he dies. And I'll gain a blue crystal as well. Alright, what the heck are these skills? Okay, let me think. 1? What are this? Is that ice or fire? Or is it ice, fire, or normal against up to 3 different enemies? It is ranged cold fire. So it's not ice, fire, or normal. It's cold fire. Okay, that's pretty cool. And what's this? It's cheaper to reveal a tile. And you can either do 1 damage, but what's with the exploding? Like, the normal damage icon doesn't have that star in the middle. So there's something special about that. Or reduce by 1 an enemy attack of any element. Okay, I don't know what that does. Exploring always costs 1 move less. Once a turn, attack 1. Oh, it is. Is that just the normal sword icon? Huh. I guess I'm crazy. Power of Crystals and Ambush are both pretty good. I think. Or at least fine. The source is blue. Okay, so that might be a reason to take Power of Crystals, except I don't need to power it, right? Well, I don't know. I could want to. It's a decent card when you power it. It's just better if you have sets of crystals. Like healing 2 might be pretty useful next turn, right? Maybe? Ambush +2 to your first block card. Block card. Do sideways cards count as block cards? I don't know. I don't even want the move right now, do I? Well, I could explore this tile for free. Hack 1 or reduce 1 attack. I guess I'll take this over the Forked Lightning. I mean, ranged Cold Fire is pretty cool. 3 times? It's only gonna, like, the extra times are only gonna matter against a city or Volkare, of course, but we are fighting a city in Volkare, right? But reducing an attack by 1 is already helpful. I think I'll take this one. It's going to make exploring cheaper as well. And just give me the crystals. Oh my god. Hello. Okay. One with the land. So I'm on a hill now, right? Yeah. Did I gain a crystal, by the way? I did. I'm not sure of the details, but we're definitely killing this guy. Well, I could reduce his attack by 1 if I wanted, and then just, like, block. But that doesn't seem good, because... Well, I guess what I can do is block like that, right? And then I have all my attack cards to do damage with. Right? This way I avoid the poisonous wounds. I would like, of course, to use this to do damage, but I think the blocking is more... Well, hang on. I'm not spending any mana from the source right now, so I guess... Might it be better to power this block? Like so? And then use this for damage? I think not. I think that's just worse. Yeah. Because I don't have a good way to get up to 5 damage. I mean, okay, I could make a red crystal and then power rage with it, but that's obviously dumb. So there's my kind of lame 5 attack and my block 2 against 2 damage total. Then I make a crystal, probably... What's left in my deck? I think I have another rage still. I don't think I have any more move cards or swiftnesses. I have a tranquility. And I have improvisation. My influence cards are gone. Is it really just tranquility and improvisation? I'm sure there's more than that. Yeah. Oh, right, and a rage. We said that. Mana draw and crystallize, sure. Why was I thinking about that? Oh, what colors I wanted. I don't know. Red seems fine. And then I gain a blue for being on the crystal mine again. He's coming for me, sort of. Yeah, see, I want to cut up through exactly where he is right now. It's just like, that's a hard thing to do. Oh, you know, I could have spent the stamina to explore this tile. I don't think I want to. And you want at the monastery? Yeah? Northern monks. I mean, I could just go park next to Volkare. It's a little nasty. But I have Tranquility in hand, sort of. If I play Stamina powered from the source, Tranquility, sorry, Improvisation powered with a red crystal, and discard my whole hand, I get the monks. Oh, actually, I don't have to discard my whole hand because I have reputation. I know it has reputation right here, but it's written kind of small, and I never think to look at it. So I could keep the Tranquility for when Volkare attacks me. I think that's worth it. So, blue mana, move 4 to here. Improvisation, powered for 5, 6. Plus my 1 reputation gets me Northern Monks. Thanks, guys. Hopefully Volkare won't attack, of course, but if he does, well, we're prepared. A little bit, anyway. We're half prepared. That's a rest. Okay. What do you think? Do we dare to crystallize today? I think we dare. But first, let's explore a tile for a cost of only 1. We might get to explore that for free when Volkare walks in, but we might not. And it's sort of free to do it myself now anyway. Not able to use the Northern Monks today, sadly. I could have taken the Familiars, I suppose, and used them to move. Well, too late now that I've revealed new information, I guess. I don't think it would have been very good anyway. So I'm really hoping Volkare moves east, like, and lets me... Cutting through here at night is going to be so expensive. I might give up and go back down. He rests again. Okay. Ooh, look at this source. Green, green, that's it? My hand sucks. I need moves. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Like, Volkare and this dragon are just making it impossible to... Well, the 2 golds starting in the source suggests I should take Mana Search, right? I kind of want to get rid of this hand with, like, Midnight Meditation, but I don't think it's really that great an idea. I also don't think I can handle the monastery. Can I hire... No, I only have room for the number of units I have. I have to kill something to get more fame. Or, well, get more fame somehow. Yeah, maybe I just spend this turn, like, healing up a little. Or not healing, but crystallizing some stuff. Gain a green and a red. And take Mana Search. Okay. No whammies, please. So this is my Mana Search roll. Oh, good. More green. Well, it's better than gold. So let's crystallize this green. Let's manufacture a red. Color you do not already own. Oh, that's true. Power of Crystals is, I suppose, a move card. But I really just... I want Volkare to go away. I'm gonna wait for him to move. We're playing chicken today. Ah! Okay. I retreat. So... I get 2 wounds, but that's fine. I have Tranquility, and there's green in the source. I believe the way you retreat is you choose any adjacent safe tile and move to it for free, right? This might actually have been, like, a time I'm willing to be attacked, because it gets me into here cheaper than having to move. Let me check the retreat rules, though. They don't come up that often. Yeah, the rule's pretty clear here. If Volkare ends his turn on the space where the player was standing, the player has to withdraw. He chooses any safe adjacent space except the one where Volkare came from and moves there for free. So, I'm moving here. Wait. He didn't end on my space, though. Volkare ends elsewhere because he was attacking. Oh, the player does not retreat. Oh. So only if he moves onto your square do you retreat. Here, he just kind of like shot at me, I guess. Okay. I'm glad I checked. Finished retreating. I mean, this hand looks like it's good enough to fight some monks, doesn't it? Especially with concentrate. And I don't really have any way to buy stuff from them. I might take a wound or two, but especially with like determination, there's a lot of monks I could just block. So let's go for it. These are not monks I could block, so 3 damage. The northern monks won't help. I should say 3 wounds. And I have 1 attack for free, and so powering rage would do it. But I think I'd rather just play both of these so that I have access to green mana from the source still. Oh, hang on, let me reroll my 2 dice. Okay, red and blue, those are interesting. I could power red here, but I still want to spend green from the source, I think. So that's my turn. I defeat this guy, I level up, and I get an artifact that these monks were hiding. Banner assigned to a unit. When it's going to be wounded, ignore it. Okay, I mean, not amazing. Sword of Justice kind of is amazing. No more attacks? No more attacks. My hand stinks. I would like to move, but I also kind of just want to rest. I dare you to move first. Yeah, I'm resting. Moves twice green. And he attacked me. So I believe I, again, don't retreat, right? He moved through. Yeah, you don't retreat. You just take the 2 wounds. Okay, I finished retreating? It should give me the wounds, right? Like it did before? Huh. Okay. Ah, now I could make forests cheaper if I wanted to make several moves, say, to here. I'm going to have to spend some mana on this. Okay, hang on. Let's re-roll just the gold. I think I'm perfectly happy with the others. It's still gold. Okay. So let's power blue. I choose, oh, let's use the fancy movement tracker. Forests are cheaper today. And I have 4 move. And then I have another 4 move. That gets me here. Is that an 8? I guess that's an 8. Now, you know, coming this way to fight these guys would be cool, but a glade seems pretty bananas right now. So this guy attacks me because I moved by him. Now I no longer need the movement tracker. Goodbye. I think we can just full block here, right? Use this to reduce one of your attacks to 0. Spend that to block the other. Attack 3. Hang on, maybe I'm optimizing the wrong thing. I don't know. I'm like... I could take 1 wound, but there's several already in the deck that I wouldn't mind healing, so I don't think I should do that. So like if I let this block... I think I'm keeping the swiftness? I don't know. Maybe I take 1 wound to gain a fame? And keep my unit ready? Does that work? So say I use this to block 1. I take 1 wound, and I haven't spent this at all yet. Then I spend this for an attack and this for a 3 attack. And I get 1 extra fame. Which, by the way, levels up, so I think that's worth it. And it keeps the unit ready, which could matter, although might not. What's left in my deck? I have a mana draw, don't I? I do. Still don't have a clear way to get 3 white dice. But if a single white die, 3 white mana, if a single white die ever appears in the source, then I can use this to produce 2 more white tokens, plus the 1 white from the source. So I could handle the altar in that case. I wouldn't mind going more slow. Oh, hang on. Also, I get to get a skill? Maybe a peaceful moment would be nice, actually. Since I took a few wounds. Anyway, we're ending in the glade, so get rid of that. Well, yeah, I think the one from my discard instead of my hand, because I want Peaceful Moment to heal the ones in hand, I think. Alright, level up. Alright, what the heck is this? Once around, gain a blue or green and a blue or red? Is that correct? Yep, okay. And the iconography on this. Co-op skill. Once around. Reduce an attack by 1. And make that attack cumbersome so that you can dodge it with moving and then do it again next turn? Yeah, okay. Huh. Oh, and here's Goldix's. So, let's see. Once around, reroll a mana die. I remember this one. That's the only reason I can understand what it's saying. Once around, reroll a mana die. And then next turn, you can use a mana die, an extra mana die, and if you do, gain a crystal of the color of the second die you used. Yeah. But I think I want Peaceful Moment. Not an incredible card, but a good excuse to stay in the glade for a bit. And, I mean, I have a lot of blue already, but I don't know, I wouldn't probably mind more. Well, you know, making stuff cumbersome. If I have all these moves that I don't necessarily have much use for once I get to the city / Volkare, a way to make things cumbersome seems kind of useful so that my moves can do better. So let's take that. Gained a skill token, gained an advanced action. Yes, okay. He rests and hired something. Okay. Oh, I can heal even more. Although I can't because my hand is full. It only has 2 wounds, rather. Well, hang on. I could... Is there white in the source? There's not, but... Still no. Okay. Well, in that case, I don't really want... I don't want to spend my crystal on this, because that crystal is still my hope of getting the altar. So... I think just influence 4, and then use that as my action to heal 2. And then also, because I'm in a glade, remove that. Seems okay. And then I have this to get me going. There's my mana draw. Just need to get a white die into the source. Rerolling again. I choose both blues. It's white. I think we might be in business here. I mean, it's expensive to get in, don't get me wrong. But, and also I'm not going to get to make use of my units, sadly, this round, I think. I mean, I could, like, power a move for some reason, but I think it would be better to just march improvisation like that to move 5, getting me here. Give me this. And I'm going to play mana draw powered with my crystal to turn this die white, which is 3, and thereby gain 2 white tokens. Then I use my white die from the source to have 3 white dice, like 3 blind mice almost. And I have satisfied the altar. My last card, oops, I don't need to flip the tokens, is Threaten. Does that matter? Not really. Okay. I mean, I guess... Hang on. It does matter, because what I should do is at the end of last turn, spend this to explore both of these, because they both only cost 1. And that way, this turn, I can just end of round. What do you mean my D deck needs to be empty? My D... Oh, I have to have not played this. Yeah, we're saying I played this last turn. End of round. Yep. Decent source. Sword of Justice. Yeah. Coming up here would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I bet I could handle these guys. Maybe. Yeah, probably. He said, talking himself into it. You know what? Let's take a great start. That'll help. Yeah, and he gave me a gold token. Or gold die. So we just Druidic Paths in there, I think. I mean, you know, conceivably I could try to save Druidic Paths and discard Improvisation instead. But I don't think I want to do that. So, Druidic Paths to this altar, costing only 2 because I chose to make that space the one that costs less. And I'm hopeful I could maybe go in here later. I don't know about that. I guess... No, it would be unfair now to change my mind and use a different... Because I'm thinking, oh, what if I wanted to go this way now? To fight this guy, but no, I think that is what I did. So we're fighting these monsters. How bad is it? Presumably not too bad. So gold, gold, white in the source. So I think just to block equal, yeah, so hills are 3. Yeah, that's a good time for this, I guess. Reduce this guy's attack by 1 and make it cumbersome. So I need to go read the text of Swift and Cumbersome, I guess. But I think I can just play move 2 to reduce his attack to 0, right? Rather than having to play move 4. So Cumbersome. You can spend move. For each move spent, it's reduced by 1. Yeah. Swift. To block, spend twice as much block. So we're not spending block, so that doesn't apply. Okay. So you have now 1 attack, or 2 attack, and you're cumbersome. So I block you. You have 3 attack, so I block you. All enemies now blocked. Total damage that I need is 9. Maybe I could save the unit and reduce your attack by 1 and then, well, no, hang on. I can use this to block 3, I guess. And then I can use this for damage. But again, I don't need the damage. Because we're using the sword to get 9 attack. So it looks like this is going to waste. And I don't really see a way to address that, right? Okay, that's fine. I'd like to keep my unit available, and I'd like to keep this available too, probably. So the 3 cards that I discard are this, this, and this. So I get 9 attack. That's a kill, and I get 2 extra fame because I used the Sword of Justice to slay these monsters. And I get 1 mana crystal of each color. The mana crystals are over here. Don't know why I was looking over there. Very, very nice fight, I think. Yeah, he's going even further down there. Okay, so 2 tiles left. We need to start being a little careful about where we put the city, but as long as I can stand to wait for him to explore something and then be ready to explore after that, we should be okay. The danger is going to be if I get greedy and try exploring both tiles myself, because I get impatient. Impatient is the word, not greedy. Okay, so we should take the keep. I have Nature's Vengeance working for me. So move 2, 3? I guess. And so your attack is already only 5 because I'm going to use Nature's Vengeance on you. Then I could reduce it again to 4 if I wanted. And and this would block full then. Not block, but use 4 move to make his attack reduced to 0. Is an enemy... It doesn't matter in this case, but is an enemy who has 0 attack fully blocked? Like, if I had counterattack, would this count as blocking him? Or would it be assigning damage? I don't know. I think it would be blocking, because I choose to play block cards equal to the block amount. Okay, I'm done. I've played none of them. And I've now blocked him, right? That's my belief. So then we just have to come up with 5 damage, which... I mean... I could spend a red crystal, but I'd rather not. Or I could spend a unit, of course. That's better. I mean, I don't know about of course. You like to save your units, of course, but this might be my last chance to get much value. Now, question. Could I fight this guy at the same time? I could. Should I? Probably not. I could kill him, and it would cost me 2 wounds. But I'll just wait. Moves white. I always forget. White is north. Okay. All my influences... no, I still have promise, don't I? Yeah. Or... I have threaten. I think I discarded promise, or I played it sideways or something. Nope. I played both of them, but I have peaceful moment. Okay. So, now is certainly a good time to fight this monster. And try to spend 3 cards, shall we? So I can draw the rest. Well, I guess concentrate to make a white die, swiftness to shoot him, and then crystallize to make a white crystal, right? Seems good. Yep. I feel like that enemy was put in the game to like teach players that swiftness is good. He has very little experience or fame value because he's so easy to kill with swiftness. Oh, I gain a level up, huh? Pathfinding is pretty great, but there's not that much more moving left to do today. Or rather, at all. We just have to get to this tile after Volkare has explored, right? But it might be nice to go here first. Which we could do, like, okay. I guess I'm not actually drawing my whole hand, am I? Because I'm gaining a skill or an advanced action. Anyway, what are my skills? Influence. Spent at a magical glade, you get 4 influence. That's only useful for hiring magic familiars, I think? Or maybe you are allowed to use it... for things like Peaceful Moment as well. Okay, let's read the text. Yeah, influence 2 when you're fortified, or 4 when you're at a magical glade, which I'm sure happens very rarely. But it would help with something like Peaceful Moment. Seems weak. What's this other one? Gain 1 movement. You may move into mountains for a cost of 5 this turn, or maybe only 1 mountain. You can spend a blue mana to move into lakes for a cost of 2. Yeah, okay. Well, those are interesting. There is a mountain on the way to where I want to go, but going around it is just as easy. Well, I don't know. You'd sort of... If I could choose, if it were free, I'd rather explore the tile from here than here. Because city tiles are generally harder to enter from the bottom and easier from the top and side. And this is closer to being the top. For example, there's a a city tile that has like lakes here and a keep here, so that would be a nice reason to be here. But overall, I'm just gonna go this way. But you know, being able to move over the lakes to get to the back of such a city, I'd rather be at the keep. So, have I conquered 2 keeps or is it 1? It's 1, right? Yeah, my first keep. Okay. Or wait, did I get this one? I don't dare pick up Volkare to find out. My score will tell me, right? 1 keep. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of move coming up with power crystals. It's worth like move 8 with you power it right now. So I could like go over here. Pathfinding would help, obviously. I kind of like Force of Nature, and if I do that, then I can take Goldix's motivation skill as well. Yeah, sure. Ah, you can use the hybrid cost for Power of Crystals, right? I could move 6 and heal 1. I see. And my last card is Peaceful Moment. Which is the one I wanted to hire people with. Right? Hire the Udom Swordsman. I guess we're going to go slow. I could draw motivation now. I could use motivation now, I guess. To save a turn. At the expense of not having a green crystal later. Or a green token. I don't even know. Yeah, I could probably, even with, yeah. Okay, give me the motivation. I think, wait, actually, can I even hire these dudes? What's my reputation like? Neutral. So this is influence 6. Give me the swordsman. Okay, job done. I think with these cards, I can get to the monster den and also defeat the monster den. I'm not healing now because I might want to double heal later, or I might want to play this sideways or something. Okay, he hired someone, sadly. So, the blue mana in the source powers the power of crystals, and I choose to move 8. So 3, 6, 8. Oh, wait, no, stop. Don't I want to fight this guy? Just move 6? Yeah. I didn't realize he was so close. I thought he was further away. Do I still want to use Power of Crystals to get there? I think yes. All right, let's fight whoever's at the monster den. It's a Hydra. Well, we could take a wound or two. I've already powered this, and I still think it was right to do. So I don't have access to the source. I don't know, maybe I should have spent a blue crystal instead? But I didn't know if I would need... Yeah, I probably should have spent a blue crystal. Oh well. Oh! But I only needed to move 6, so this heal is free. I moved 6, and then for my third action... or the power crystals I chose to move 4, then move 2, then heal 1. Sure. So I'm thinking that what I'll do is use the swordsman to attack and wound themselves, and then heal them with tranquility, spending a crystal, and thus making me regret powering Power of Crystals. Oh well. I think it definitely was a bad play, but not one I should take back. So we can block, and then grant the swordsman physical resistance so that they can soak up another attack. Activate the swordsman to do 6 damage, killing the unit and killing the enemy and wounding the swordsman. Then play Tranquility, gaining heal 2, which is enough to heal a tier 2 unit. And that's the end. Pretty decent, I think. Oh, I get my reputation, or my reward, which is more mana. Oh, actually, that is a good enough reason. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna say no matter what monster is there, I want to make sure I have enough crystals. So let's spend the turn like that instead. Great. Now let's roll. Because this decision... Oh, double green. Oh, punished for cheating. All right. Very funny. I gave... All right. So my justification for this cheating is that the new information that I got about the monster doesn't really influence, like, probably whether I wanted to use this mana to power of crystals or not. Oh, hang on. Right, of course the blue mana should be here. The blue crystal that I spent doesn't just get thrown away. It goes to power this. Anyway, like, it probably doesn't... Like, the monster I revealed is not really meaningful new information, but it was enough that I thought, okay, let's not roll that back. Because even without seeing this monster, they were both kind of reasonable plays, and I should take the first reasonable play I made. But once I realized what this is, I came to the decision, no. There was only one reasonable play if I had thought things through. And that's the kind of thing I'm willing to give myself the ability to go back on. Even if technically I have new information, if I can say that regardless of what turned up here, there was only one reasonable play, I don't mind rolling that back. You know. On the one hand, that's like, well, why don't you just think things through in the first hand if it's so obvious there's only one reasonable play? But I think, like, if you spend forever on every action because you're never going to allow yourself to roll things back, it's kind of, you know, the game's just going to take forever. This way, if I like, quote, gain new information that I could have known anyway, I can say, oh, I could have thought about that harder and come to the right conclusion anyway. Anyway, that's just my justification for cheating. You could ignore it if you want. End turn, right? Okay. If it... Oops! No, I did not win the game. If a die had come up green, I would have considered marching on the crystal mines this turn. But I don't think it's reasonable to move up here, spend an entire turn moving here. We're just waiting on Volkare anyway, so I'm going to end the round. What are the rules about re-rolling the source? I thought So I know if more than half the dice are gold or black, I know you re-roll. But I thought you only re-rolled the gold or black dice, whereas I thought I saw it throwing them all in the air. Maybe they were all gold or black, but I'm just going to go check for fun. No, this is correct. So, at least half the dice have to show basic colors. If not, keep re-rolling all the black and gold dice together until this is true. So I assume the mod does this correctly. Not that it would really matter if it didn't. Well, yeah, it would. Because the way the rules are worded biases you towards having slightly more non-basic colors in the source than if you said reroll all 4 every time. Anyway, I assume the mod does this correctly, and just like I wasn't looking carefully, or they were all black or gold or something like that. Just it was a little surprising to see so many dice get rerolled. Or what looks to me like so many dice. Oh, we have a decent amount of move right now. How about fighting this guy? Prep for swiftness wouldn't be too bad. There is white in the source. And we could concentrate... Oh, I don't want white. I want green. There's green in the source, too. I could walk over to the mine, of course, and then prep a swiftness and shoot him in the head. Sorry. Concentrate a swiftness. But I would like to be able to get into the city this round. If I can. And, like, I don't know, concentration and swiftness would both kind of be nice cards to have for the city. How am I going to get into the city? I guess I'm doing okay. I have 2 decent units. I've leveled up a fair bit. I have motivation. I'm not doing too badly in terms of city assaults. I don't have any spells, which is definitely a downside. But I'm going to just keep, like, doing what I can up here. And hope Volkare gets this pretty soon, because if he doesn't, I'm going to, like, be a little bit stuck. I guess I could go back to the keep, maybe? Buy Udum Guardsman. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I could. Yeah, I'll prep swiftness, I guess. Well, at least he only hired herbalists. Oh, hang on. Tell me how this works again? Right. It reduces their attack, not their armor. So you can't use it to cheat a swiftness. Okay. So give me the swiftness, though. I preparation for it. I think it might very well be wrong, because preparation is pretty good late, but I guess so is sparing power. Yeah, I could take that on the last night. If we even make it there, I wouldn't be surprised if the game ended in day 3. How do I want to move? Probably like this. He didn't use my green die, did he? No, okay. And so I fight the monster. And preparation swiftness, we got him. Easy enough. Red crystal for the mine, of course. Come on, roll blue. It's white. White is the worst color. Because it puts him, A, closer to me, and B, further from, like, tiles he can easily explore. Ugh. There's just, like, nothing left to do in this area. I've conquered everything. I can move on to this forest. Just park my butt there. It feels real bad. I guess I could head to this monster den if I had to. It's 13 away, which is kind of a lot. And I don't... It makes me really far away from this tile, so that if he explores, it's not so easy for me to get into the city. I think the thing to do is go back to the keep. I'll start getting more cards that way as well. And the keep is far, but okay, it's only 9. Oh man, if I want to do that, if I want to spend 2 mana crystals on that. I don't ordinarily super mind spending 2 mana crystals, but like with Power of Crystals in hand, it's a bit worse. Because it'll make Power of Crystals a weaker card to only have 1 of my green pile. I really want to put the city here and not down here. But if he rolls white again, I'm going to be really sad. And I don't have a way to use any of this mana. Like, the whole source is almost gone already. Well, okay, okay. I could spend 1 white crystal instead of 2 green ones. Which, in some sense, you know, I don't have any white crystals. I don't want to spend 1. But it also puts mana back in the source, which is useful. So I use mana draw to turn this die white. And then, sorry, not white, green. And then gain 2 green tokens, which I spend on moving. 8. Now, that's enough to get most of the way back to the keep, and I guess I'll just play a raid sideways to finish it up. That's 9 moves. And I think I have a positive... Nope. But I only need 5 to get the swordsman, so... That's my 5 influence, and I lose 1 reputation. And I take the swordsman. Guardsman, I think? Yeah, guardsman. Okay. Kind of a weird turn. But I think productive enough. And the source is looking a bit nicer now. It's still not beautiful. Looked for an attack, or looked for fight, couldn't find one. God, I hate you, Volkare. Well, now that we're here, we could go fight the monster den. I wish I could do something a little bit more productive. Green. Oh, he even re-rolled the die in the source. Okay. So all that's in there is green. Fine, that could be useful. 4, 6. You know what? This is an okay time to motivation, I think. Maybe. What's in my deck? Yeah, we'll do that. So let's not spend this yet. Okay. Power of Crystals to move for... God, this is such a good hand to assault the city with, but I can't do it. So... Move... This is a move 6, right? Or like move 4 and draw a card. But I'd rather move 6. That gets me here. Fight. It's a werewolf. Well, I mean, I guess we just kill him, right? I don't really want to take the wounds, I don't think. Oh, my units are pretty good, I guess. It's tough to come up with enough block. But it would let me get value out of the sword a little, I guess. I haven't even used this yet. Oh, well, okay, I guess I should use it now then, right? Because then, like a swiftness. So we reduce his attack to 4, making it, and then with this, sorry. Yeah, to 4. To 6. I'm sorry. Reduce it to 6, making it cumbersome. Oh. These both reduce their attack, huh? This also reduces your attack. Actually, I'm going to use it to reduce your armor. So hang on to that. So this reduces your attack again to 4. These guys block it completely. Now I reduce your armor by 1. No, that doesn't work. I attack 1, which is similar. Okay. And then... I'm going to try to just keep all my cards in hand. Like... Right? Actually, before I do any of that stuff, let's just draw my last 2 cards. Great. Sort of great. I mean, bad, but... I don't know. Is that really right? I know what those last 2 cards are. I don't especially want them right now. I just want to have more cards in hand. Total. So... God, don't give me green and red crystals, please. Black and white. I'll take it. That's great. So I still have a decent amount of material for when it's time to go, like, into the city, hopefully. It's red. He won't go. I need you to explore this tile, sir. The source is only green mana. I can't do shit with green mana. No one to hire at the keep, even. Okay. Move 4. And the forest only costs 4 instead of 5. And then end turn. I'm just waiting for Volkare. Okay, blue. Thank God. Now I can play this sideways to explore the city. Oh, the lake's over here, not here. Can I fight this dragon, like... I mean, it seems hard, having spent all my units. If I played the Sword of Justice upside down, maybe I could. Oh, I certainly could, because they lose physical resist. But I'd much rather not spend the sword on a single dragon. How much damage could I do without it? 3, 7, 9, 10, 11. So not enough. I mean, this guy's going to be difficult to remove even with all my units. I guess I'm just going to use the sword. I don't like it, but I do need to make progress. So I'm not killing him in siege, so hit me. Okay, it's not horrible, I think. Oh, it might be horrible. No. I can power this to block the Medusa, and that's the main thing, right? Take 1 wound from the shadow. Play the sword face down. Double the contribution of all physical attacks. And he loses physical resistance. So I only have to come up with 4 damage. That's 3, 4. Kind of regret playing this to explore. But I guess Peaceful Moment is pretty similar. Okay, I got through the dragon. That was an important thing to do. The sword is obviously great for a city, but I didn't have that kind of time. I still don't have much. You know, do I dare? No. So I could crystallize, but the only thing to crystallize is red, which I don't need. I could heal, but if I do that, I don't get to move. Or I could move all 3 of the... I could spend all 3 of these sideways as move and get to here. Why does that still say explore? They shouldn't say explore. I guess it's worth it. Just getting closer to the city for next round is almost worth a turn. And knowing who's in the city might influence my tactic selection. Only 3? I guess that's right. Is it? I guess it's city level 6 for challenging, or for heroic. I thought it was more for some reason. Okay. So who do we have? Familiars, Delphana Masters, and what are these, freezers? Yeah. So some paralyzing stuff that's a bit of a difficult... Why does that have a +1 on the left? Because of the city? Yeah. But this one doesn't. It should have a +2 to the left of it, shouldn't it? Oh, it does, but it's covered up by the Delphana Masters? Okay, I could see it earlier. And I see it when I pick them up. It's like, it's fine. God, they're going to be tough to block. Well, we'll figure something out, I guess. No moves? Ever again? Good enough. It's too bad there's no stinking keep up there. Could steal some white. Doesn't seem amazing. What about Rethink? This hand is pretty dreadful for a city assault. I could rethink the influence cards and the wound, right? And then it would be playable. Okay. So the source has a lot of white and some gold. I have mana draw. Not sure how relevant that is. I probably should just play Motivation, march into the city, and figure things out later. But I'm a little scared about how on earth I'm blocking all this stuff. I guess reducing their attack is pretty good. Oh, and so is making them cumbersome. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, let's Motivation. And, the familiars aren't fortified. So actually a concentrate swiftness and a normal swiftness kill him in range, so I don't have to deal with those wounds. Seems pretty good, which means how am I getting into the city? With non-move cards, that's how. Yuck. But okay, these kind of suck. And I think it is good to do that. Because this is a lot of wounds, right? It's 4 wounds from this guy. So green crystal on swiftness. And I think a white die on swiftness. Probably. And I think we want the Delphana Masters to be cumbersome. I mean, I guess, you know, there is a difference, because these guys only attack me. These guys I can assign if I want to lose a unit, which would be fine, I think. No resists, but I can just, like, I can just assign this damage here, killing this guy if I want. Now, this guy does have block that counts twice against swift enemies, which kind of looks useful here. But it's still, like, I still need block 10, even if this counts as all 4. Right? So, okay, say I block 4. That's like block 8, but he's swift, so it's blocking 4. And since it's ice attack, it's like blocking only 2. There's still 3 swift ice to block, which is basically impossible. So what I'm going to do instead is these guys now have a... So we don't have any move cards left, huh? A cumbersome 3... Sorry, cumbersome 5 attack. So what I was hoping to do was, like, reduce that enough. Maybe I can actually let them hit me. Just spend all my cards on other stuff so that I don't care if I get knocked out. Yeah, that seems like the way to go. So you have 5 attack and it's cumbersome. So I spend my... Oh. I spent a green crystal on that, thinking this was a gold token, but it's not. It's green. So I'll spend the green token there. So this is move 5, which is enough to dodge the Delphana Masters. Although, like, what if I just let them hit me? That would be stupid. I would take the wounds and discard my hand anyway. Well, I guess if I'm discarding this card anyway, can I do anything good with it? Yes. I could mana draw getting a gold die from the source instead of spending my red crystal. So now I've emptied my hand and I've blocked this guy and killed this guy. All of my units are still here. I have a total damage potential of 12, which doesn't kill them all. So we're going to bounce off the city here, sadly. But I think I got all the value I could out of the cards in my hand. I couldn't use any of them to attack in any reasonable way, I think. So you are blocked. Well, you're attacking for 0. You... Oh, and by the way, when I come back in, I'll have this again, so I can just dodge this guy's attack instead of blocking it. Now, I guess... if I really wanted to, I could reduce your attack down to 4, but I still have no hope of blocking it. So just... Oh, well, I could reduce it by 1 now, I guess, and take only 1 wound, but that sounds crazy. Maybe it's not. Because... okay. If I want to kill the Delphana Masters, I need 8 damage. If I spend this, then I need only 7 damage, right? But I don't have a good way to gain 7 damage from my units. I only have a way to gain like 8, right? Unless I spent a blue mana here and then activated this guy? No, but they're ice resistant, so that doesn't work. So 7 damage is as good as 8. Sorry. 7 armor is no better than 8 armor for me. So I guess I will use this to reduce your attack to 4. I take 1 wound and I'm knocked out. Oh no, I discarded all my non-wound hand cards. And then I have to do 8 damage here. And I think the responsible way to do that is to wound you, because I have several sources of healing. So you attack 6, 8, and we kill the Delphana Masters, the Freezers live. I think a pretty successful city assault, all things considered. Ooh. Crystal Mastery? I don't think that's really a good idea. I like it, but I don't think it's good. Crystals are there to be spent. I don't need to hoard them. What are the skills available? This one... yes. Once a turn, when damage is assigned to your hero, you can ignore 2 of an elemental attack or 1 of a normal attack. What the hell? You can use block, move, and attack interchangeably? For a single basic action? Huh. Interesting. What's Goldix have? I don't know. Well, actually, if I have a lot of mana, then Universal Power might be pretty nice. But I don't want Learning, I don't think. Yeah, I think Shapeshift should be okay. And, I mean, the thing is, all the other stuff kind of sucks also. So what am I gonna... I guess I'm just going to take Crystal Mastery, even though it sucks? I mean, like, I could take Training and gain a different bad, like, I don't know, whatever random top deck card. I don't think that's going to be that great. Like, I could hope that I reveal a good skill and then get it, but I don't know. I'll just take Crystal Mastery and... I don't know. Maybe I should just say, you know what, these all suck. Let's take Universal Power and... You know, Learning might not be so bad once I get into the city, right? Fine. He's still coming. Oh, I should back up, of course. It did draw me the right hand size, right? Because I haven't conquered city yet, even though it might have looked like I did. Ugh! It's a good thing I have Universal Power. Where am I going to get enough damage, man? I have one set of crystals, right? There's white and red in the source. Okay. So we play Power of Crystals, powered green to heal 2. Ah, hang on. Maybe I should be drawing instead. Well, tell you what, I already know who's in the city. And my second action that I take with Power of Crystals is obviously to move. Well, not obviously. I could move with one with the land, I suppose. So maybe I want Power of Crystals to draw 3, for example. I think we already have the kill with cards in hand, don't we? Because I could march into the city. Let's say I heal 2 and move. I march into the city. The Delphana Masters are there with their 6 cumbersome attack, which I'll be reducing to 5. I could power this to reduce it to 1. And then like play Tranquility sideways, reducing it to 0. Then I have 4 attack playing this sideways with universal power. 5 attack. 8 attack, right? Oh, and I don't spend a crystal. I spend a die. Oh, these guys are spent. Okay, that doesn't work. Wait. Are they actually spent, or did I just move the thing down? All right, let's back up like a minute and a half. Okay, they weren't spent. That was me planning that. Okay. Was that error? Who knows? These guys are... Is there something under you? What's your deal? Ah, right, yes. That happens when you reload, I've noticed. The readiness tokens go under the units instead of over them for some reason. So I power this green. Healing 2 and moving 2. Because I have one set of every crystal. I make the Delphana Masters have 5 cumbersome. And then I move 4. 1 cumbersome. 0 cumbersome. So I'm good. They didn't hit me. Play this for 4, 5, 8 damage. Yes, this is the plan. So we do that, moving into the city. And that... Oh, they're not even Delphana Masters. I forgot who we left. Okay, maybe I can do a little bit less than this then. But anyway, this was fine. And once again, I spent the wrong mana. So you have, in fact, only 4 cumbersome paralyzing. So I can keep a card. And it should be this one. Okay, we have defeated the city then. And I guess I'm leveling up, okay? Error in script, yep, sure, seems good. 9 cards, is that right? I'm already at 7. Oh, I've been gaining so much fame. Yeah, 3 shields, seems right. So 7 plus 2, yeah, 9 cards was correct. Okay, Volkare's taking a little nap. Who do we have in the city? Nobody! Fuck you. Alright, but I can buy spells. The claim buttons are gone? What if I pick this up and put it back down? Okay, let's do that for all of these then. And let's just... Yeah, I don't know. There was a time in my videos when I was like really reluctant to press the rewind button, but I've gotten several comments from the mod author telling me like, it works fine with the rewind button. Don't worry about pressing the rewind button. But like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen the source of this mod, and most of the time it's very impressive with like what it manages to do. But it's the kind of thing where I'm like, I bet it's all held together with duct tape, and like, you know, I pressed the time rewind button and weird stuff happened, right? So I don't think it's too crazy for me to have been worried about it. Okay, so those are all back. So what are the spells? Mist form. It could be worth something. Disease. Sure, could be worth something. Tremor. Earthquake. I mean, all enemies get armor -2 is okay when you're fighting a large number of enemies, but I think, like, it's not really what you're looking for because they're not fortified. What I really wish I had is units. Okay, so even if I lose some reputation, I'll still be doing fine. So I have 3 from the city, of course, which means I only need 4 and a mana to buy a spell. Mana in the source is red and white, which helps me not at all. I don't have any way to gain mana crystals, so if I buy a spell, I am spending a crystal on it. My green and blue crystal supply is pretty low. This kind of stinks. Is there anything else I could do? Oh, there's a monastery nearby. I could head over there. What do they have at the monastery? Sorcerers. And temporal portal? Okay, that's not bad. So let's walk to the monastery. I can also burn it down and get an artifact. Yeah, that's true. But first I want to go shopping. So I don't get the influence bonus because I'm not actually shopping at the city. Right, you only get it while shopping at the city, while conquered, during interaction in the city. So the hand size bonus counts when you're adjacent to the city, but the influence is only when you're in it, shopping at the city. Not, like if I used Peaceful Moment as my action for the turn to heal, I would not get the city influence bonus because I'm not interacting with the city. So this is 5 influence minus a rep. And I would sort of like, if possible, to buy Sorcerers and Temporal Portal for a total of 15 influence. How realistic is that? Actually, hang on. This way I keep my mana a little more balanced. That's 6 more. That's 11. I don't necessarily have to do this all in a big rush, but I don't have a lot of turns till Volkare gets here. And I want to go through my... Oh, my deck's empty. I could have called end of round. Okay, well, I'm not doing that. So 15, I have 11. I can play 4 cards sideways. Okay, that seems... Well, actually... If I'm thinking of burning down the monastery, I should keep some of these cards in hand, huh? So maybe I just buy one thing. The Sorcerers, let's say. I don't lose the reputation. I don't spend the crystal. This is 6. I need 3 more. 7, 8, 9. Right? Seems okay. Now, the sorcerers, of course, won't help me with burning down the monasteries. They won't do much this round. But tomorrow, or tonight, rather, when we're fighting Volkare, it'll be pretty valuable. This should be enough to take out a monastery, especially with universal power. Now, I think if I spent universal power and also powered this, I could buy whatever janky, temporal portal. But I don't think it's that important. I just want to get the artifact instead. So is source mirroring still working, or what's the deal? Source looks okay. Okay, he moved. Now, how many spells do you have left in your deck, buddy? 1. Maybe I should have taken temporal portal. I don't know. I think it's too late to make that change. Well, yeah. Because if Volkare had rested, I would have said, gosh, look how smart I am. And then I would have, like, burned down the monastery. But now that he hasn't rested, and there's a serious risk that he's going to go into the city this very turn, I'm just going to end round. And so, seeing that he has moved, and then saying, actually, wait a minute, last turn I should have bought an action, I think that's filthy, filthy cheating. Not the kind of reasonably fair cheating that we do on this channel. So I'm calling end of round. And it's going to be tough to take out his whole army in just one night, because I don't get to re-ready my units or anything. But I'm getting a lot of cards, so I'm hopeful. I mean, if I take Sparing Power, I'm also risking losing. I think I have to take From the Dusk. He went Sparing Power. Okay. So, what do I have for moves? Druidic Paths looks like the way to go. To get back into the city. Oh, you know what I could have done, though, is healed these units. Yes, I should have spent... Okay, we'll say I spent 2 more cards sideways in that influence interaction to heal this unit. I forgot they were there. Or, no, it has to be 4 more cards? But I had that many, right? Yeah. To heal a level 2 unit. I pay 4 influence, get heal 2, spend it on him. Yes, okay. So I move back into the city. Anyone for sale here? Please say yes. Gunners. Fine, I'll take it. Ranged Fire 6 is great against Volkare. Do I have anything to go shopping with? I mean, just improvisation, but that's fine. I could concentrate on it, but obviously my green mana is worth more than that. So that's 5 influence. And I need 0 more, right? Because I have 3 city shields, 0 influence, 0 reputation, and I want something that costs 8. Any chance I should buy a spell right now? It seems unlikely. Wings of Night. I mean, it's really hard to get another spell. But I could, to get... but, like, it's not impossible. I could do it. I could play, like, a raid sideways with Universal Power. Then spend, like, my only white mana. I don't think it's a very good idea. I'm just gonna have to kill him with no spells. Yeah, we're getting that error every time we roll a die now. Who knows what it's trying to do but failing. Here he comes! Yeah, I was right to end my turn and take from the dusk. He was marching straight into the city. Okay, well, I'm as ready to meet him as I'll ever be, I guess. We're definitely fully defending. Alright, it's just 10 enemies. Just relax. Alright, motivation, please. I don't need to really think about that choice. How much can we kill at range? Ranged fire 6 is almost enough for this guy. God, there's 2 of them. I can power swiftness to make it enough to actually kill him. Or use this. There's a lot happening here. I don't have anyone to assign damage to for free like I usually do with Guardian Golems. The Sorcerers, I guess. If we could find an ice attack of size at most 4. Which we could construct, or, yeah, which we could construct here, I suppose. I'm kind of regretting using my moves as discards to improvisation instead of using rage. I think I'll take that back, actually. Give me this back. Because I knew there would be some cumbersome enemy here, right? Which I would probably want to use move on. So there you go. That's my justification for cheating this time. And Universal Power will give me more block if I want it, I suppose. Siege 3 on this guy is kind of cool, but obviously these 2 are the most pressing threats. This guy is a lot of damage, but not that big a deal, probably. There's got to be some way to combine with this that's efficient. So like, I can combine a ranged attack 6, fire of ranged attack 6, with a normal ranged attack 3 from the Sorcerers. Now, I'm just like, I don't think there's a way to combine that with my other attacks usefully. Because I want the... It doesn't say the enemy that you attack, it has to be the same one that loses resistances. You choose an enemy, it loses resistances, and you gain ranged attack 3. So I think I'm going to want like 5 green crystals today, so I'm probably taking mana draw to make more green. Okay. Yeah, I have plenty of red, so I'll just spend a crystal on this. So, ranged fire 6 on this guy. And the Sorcerers, I pay green to remove the resists on this guy and to shoot this guy for 3, which is inefficient, so it only manages 1 more damage. We're doing 7 efficient, 3 inefficient, which is, sorry, 6 efficient, 3 inefficient. That kills him. This guy has now lost his resists, and so a concentrated... Oh no, I thought I had both swiftnesses. Okay, I'll use the siege attack. A concentrated swiftness for 5. There's not anyone under here, is there? There is. Okay. A concentrated swiftness for 5, and then a siege for 3. Hit this guy, who is not resistant to physical today. Okay. That's all the paralyzing enemies taken care of. And also most of the physical resistant enemies. There's still a lot to do, but A, we've survived this attack already. So worst case, Volkare bounces off, right? I do think it was right to prioritize these guys. Because they're generally the toughest to kill. With their enormous amount of armor and physical resist. But like I said, still a lot to do. Now that I'm done with the sorcerers, I think I play this sideways as move 1 and assign the damage from the catapults to the sorcerers. They're ice resistant, so the first 4 damage they soak up, the next 4 damage wounds them. But now that's out of the way. And I've only got all this to cope with. Yeah, it's still a lot. I'm sure there's some useful way to make someone cumbersome. We'd like to block these guys, of course. Maybe we make them cumbersome. And then power a march with my last set of green mana to block them. Right? Now we can kill them for just 3 if we make it to the assigned damage phase of the combat. I'm probably using universal power on this because I have white mana available. But maybe not. Maybe I'll want to use it on this and try to actually heal. So how many wounds am I still taking? 1,000,000, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I mean, I'm allowed to take 4. So I'm not that far off of being allowed to start doing damage. I could block the thugs pretty easily. But Volkare is a tough cookie. If it were fire damage, then I could block with the northern monks. But it ain't. I could assign some damage to the gunners, maybe. Yeah, put the thugs on the gunners. That gets rid of 2 of them. And now I'm taking only 8 wounds. Okay, this can stop 1. Let's say this guy's wound. Um... I guess I want the blue mana here for an ice attack on the golems, probably. So if I play this sideways for 4 block, it doesn't actually stop 2 wounds, right? So these... The dragons are dead. These guys are blocked, but not dead. I'm going to turn face down the enemies I've actually killed. I know it's the opposite of what you need to do at the end of combat. No, I don't know. Let's put them in my inventory. Yes, that way I'll definitely know what's going on. So these guys are dead. I haven't killed anyone else. I've assigned damage from you. I've blocked you. Have I forgotten about you? No, I blocked you somehow. Yes, I made you cumbersome and then blocked you. Okay. The thugs, I assigned damage here, blocking you. So let's just recap here. This I've played sideways, but haven't figured out what I'm doing with it yet. So let's put it back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 wounds. So I just have to stop 1. Okay. I got confused somewhere along the way and thought I still needed to block 2. So I'm going to, in that case, play Crystallize sideways with white mana. This gets me only 3 block, but that's still enough to stop a wound. That way I can save this to potentially heal, and my red mana for rage. So I have now successfully taken only 7 wounds. And I can proceed to damage. Okay, now let's turn all the enemies face up again and figure out how we kill them. Oops. So this doesn't matter. This I've used. So in hand, I have up to 6 damage. My units can do 2, 8, 15, plus my 6 is 21. 22 damage is what I can muster. Sure would be nice to kill this guy. Well, here's one easy way to do that. Play a rage. Powered with the guardsman. This is now dead. Put it in my inventory. So we defeated all the elites. A good combat already, and we've still got more to do. I would like to keep Peaceful Moment in hand so that I can heal next turn. Although I don't know, I want to keep a card in hand so I can rest. I guess it actually should be Tranquility then, because you can play Tranquility while resting. In that case, I would need to keep 2 cards in hand. Tranquility to heal, and then something else to discard while resting. Because if you have all wounds in hand, it's just a disaster. You never want that to happen. Oh, but my hand size is 9. Or 10? It's 9. There's no wounds in here, so I can actually empty my hand. Oh my god, I'm almost out of cards. Yeah, I don't think I have enough to finish him. I needed to get one of these fights done in the day, and I just didn't have the resources because Volkare made me... Well, okay. I mean, it was... I had to go into the city somewhat slowly because of Volkare. Yeah, I feel like I spent some resources shuffling back and forth that I otherwise would have preferred to spend charging into the city. But, I don't know. That's one problem I have, I guess, with the Volkare scenario. Is that it's really important to manage when you reveal the city, but that depends on what Volkare does. You need to, like, rely on him to reveal the second last tile, because he's always close enough that, like, it's really risky for you to reveal the second last tile. I guess, I don't know. You could try to put yourself in a spot where you could explore 2 different tiles and then explore them both at once. Then you don't have to rely on him too much. But that's sort of hard. I don't know. Anyway, it's like... that doesn't seem like a fun thing to do, is wait for Volkare to explore a tile so you can explore another. It seems like a very important strategic thing to do in the scenario, and it doesn't seem like a fun thing to do, and that's a conflict that I don't like. Is it what's killing us this game? I don't know, maybe. At any rate, it's a good combat. I just don't think we're going to finish it successfully. So, that guy's killed. What was the other damage I did to him? I powered a rage and did something. I didn't play that determination, did I? No, I used the guardsman, that's right. This was part of blocking somebody, I guess. Yeah, I blocked the golem, the golems with it, that's right. Okay. So damage that I have still is 6, 10, 12. Well, we probably should kill the golems while we have an ice attack. And that's going to eat up 6 of my attack budget. So that kills the golems. And then I have 7 damage left. These guys were blocked. I should certainly kill them. So that's 3, and I have 4 left, which sadly I can't use efficiently. But I can kill, I don't know, this guy? The fact that he's fortified doesn't really matter. This guy's actually a bigger threat. So that kills you. There's the 5 enemies, 6 enemies I managed to kill this round. These are the ones I'm having to leave alive and hope to somehow finish on the next time he attacks. It seems impossible, but... It says 32, is that right? 13, 29, 20, 32, yes. Okay. What am I supposed to do first? Anything? I feel like there's something I was supposed to do before I hit end turn. Retreat Volkare. Hope it's a really good skill. Magic talent. There's also cure. Well, I need a lot more healing to make it meaningful, is the thing. Like, I could get back the Udam Swordsman, I guess. There's no green mana. Alright, what about this? Oh, there's some green mana. Well... Man, disease would have been really nice. Although there's no black mana either. But I don't want that for cure, I guess. Oh, you know what? I had a spare damage, which I couldn't use efficiently. And I spent Tranquility Sideways for a damage on a different unit. If I had spent this on that unit instead, I could have kept Tranquility. And this way I can find more units. I can find more healing, right? So I'm going to take Thunderstorm and Magic Talent to let me use Cure, I think. Oh, but now I have more cards in hand, and so I didn't draw the Cure. Oh, no, I don't need to draw the Cure. But, right, the problem is, if I do all this, then I can't... No, I can rest, because Cure lets me rest. Okay, so... Wait, where's the skill I just gained? Hello? Give me that. So I spend this to gain 2 green... Oh. I have to discard a green card to get the effect. Which means I won't be able to rest. Well, now I wish I had some crystals back. I don't think it would be enough. No, I guess it doesn't really even help. Like, Magic Talent just doesn't do anything. Could I have gained a different skill? Like, I could have gained Crystal Mastery, I guess. To just make another one of these shitty crystals. If I'd done that, I could have taken... There's a blank space here? I could have taken one of these skills. I don't think... Well, Heal 2 would... No, it doesn't really matter. Gaining mana is better. Even though I can't find anything to do with it this turn. I mean, I could try not resting, I suppose. There's only 6 cards left in my deck. I could heal 2 and then draw 2. Doesn't seem very good. I mean, readying the gunners would be cool. It's just I can't do that. Cure is not big enough. Yeah, I guess the card I gained doesn't really matter because... I just want to play this for heal 2 and then rest. Actually, is there some... I mean... Yeah, I need to discard all these cards to draw... Or no, my hand size is pretty large, I guess. It's like 9, right? So I can keep 3 wounds in hand in case there's some reason I want wounds. I don't think there is. Well, the funny thing is, if I'm doing this, This is the stupidest, greediest idea. It doesn't even make sense. I could, since I'm only discarding 2 wounds like that actually matter for my rest, I could actually play Magic Talent. To discard the Tranquility, right? And then okay, there's nothing here that matters, right? Power of Crystals doesn't do anything anymore. Like, I could... I guess I could still rest. Okay, hang on. I gained 2 green crystals, which I guess is fine. I'm going to discard this instead of using it to heal. And I'm using Magic Talent's top ability. I may play a spell as if it were in my hand, which of course still costs mana. So I cure. Heal 2. And draw a card? Draw 2 cards? Okay. And then I can power this one as well to heal 2 more, right? And now, I mean, I'm drawing everything. But I still don't have any units or any damage, right? Like, I can kill 1 or 2 of his cards, but that's it. Or of his tokens. Maybe not even that. I think I can manage a swiftness, probably. Oh, should I have spent a blue mana token there? I could have done so if I had wanted. To reroll the source a bit? I don't know. I think blue is... All blue is going to do is give me stamina sideways, but that might actually be good. No, I have promise sideways if I need it. So let's spend blue and see if it gets me something better. No. He rests. Very funny. Not even helpful to me. Well, maybe I could hire a unit? I don't think there is anyone, right? Yeah. I could buy a spell. Just, yeah, I guess I'm just replacing promise and a mana with a spell. I guess that, when I say it that way, it doesn't seem very good, does it? Because... I don't have any access to green. So the only spell I could gain would be the white one, and then I wouldn't have any white mana left for it, right? I think promise is better as a sideways... Well, I don't know. It's better to just keep the mana. Why are you guys all messed up? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we're just... Okay, I could buy one of these? I don't see how that helps. So that's influence 4, 7. That's 9. I can gain counterattack to my hand, technically. Alright, he's here. We defend. And I'm just like, I'm running short here. Fine. Oh, I thought there was someone... I thought there was someone I could shoot for 3, but there's not. Well, yeah, we're looking pretty toast. I mean, I can power this red. Oh, no. I don't do that until I'm done blocking. Got it. Ah, so that means I can't play it before the attack phase, so if I get knocked out, then I won't be able to play this. Well, in that case, I guess I should have gained Ice Shield instead, right? Because this blocks and deals damage. Sort of. So we play... The thing is... What is the thing? I guess I use this on, like, the thugs, let's say. And... play March sideways for 3 block. Oh, sorry, not on this guy, but on Volkare. And now I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds, no problem. Or I could assign them to units, but I'll just take them. Oh, but now I don't get to counterattack. But okay, this guy's been wounded at least. So his armor is 2. This does 3 damage. Powered white. And then this guy has 2 armor. I do 1, 2 damage to him. Oh, I should put that there. And I kill 2 units. We defend the city. And Volkare is left with just 2, like, jokes of a unit. But I'm out of gas. Oh, whoops, I should have moved him back, of course. But he's going to start berserking on the city now, so we'll let the game play out to its logical conclusion. I take a slow recovery. And Volkare frenzies. I don't defend the city. Volkare backs off. Okay. Okay, I rest again. I could call end of round, I guess. Don't defend is not an option, huh? Well, in that case, I guess I should have called end of round earlier and just lost the game with fewer wounds in hand. Okay, so fully defend. Doesn't matter. I defeated nothing. I took no wounds. Wait, what? Why is he attacking again? Isn't it my turn? Oh no, because I defended the city. I see. Okay, so partially. Just let me declare the game is over, please. I partially defend. Finished partially defending. And why can't I call end of round? Oh, because these are in hand. You've gone past the round limit and incurred the wrath of the Council of the Void. Yeah. So we get a score for not killing Volkare. That seems way too high, given that I didn't win? Is that right? How do you score Volkare? Scenario end. If you defeated him, you get a bonus. So this whole section here should be ignored. So I should have 80 fewer points, 147, which seems more reasonable. It's scored as if the game has been completed, which I agree, but we haven't won, so it shouldn't include the bonus for winning. I think that's the only bonus, right? Yeah. All right. Well, this was a good challenge. I think it was really close, closer than I don't know, closer than I thought it would be. Maybe there were definitely like some actions in there that I don't know. If they had gone another way, maybe we could have gotten there. Like if I'd been able to ready another unit, I still couldn't have killed him, but I could have killed one more of these idiots. Could have killed these guys. I'd been able to ready the swordsman. I mean, I could have done that, I guess. Right, I could have used my cure on the swordsman and then had only wounds in hand. I don't know, maybe I should have done that. But I wouldn't... Yeah, I think I could have killed one more. But I needed just a little bit more gas, like get into the city a bit earlier. I feel like that was what really hurt me. Also, I guess he did hire a lot of units, right? I'm not sure how many, but... Did he attack me with 10 units, I think it was? Because he starts at... I don't remember. Did he start at 8? Level 8? I'm not going to play another game in this video, obviously. But let's just look at what the difficulty set... Actually, I guess I could look. I have the rulebook open. So, solo, heroic... Volkare is level 8, yeah. So... Oh, and now I've closed the thing so you can't see, but 8 was 2 dragons, 1 city, 1 keep, and 2 rampaging. So he must have hired 4 units over the course of the game, which doesn't even seem that high, honestly. But obviously each one of them is a huge drain on my resources. So, I don't know. It was an interesting game. I'm happy to have had a loss that seemed close on a high difficulty. What more can you ask for? Wins, obviously. But if you win every time, it's no fun. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching it. I'll see you next time.